welcome up to the audience. So the film was made in 2010?
Yes.
Or 2009, I guess?
January 2010.
Can you talk about making the film? You know, the casting, the music, when you filmed in public, can you give some stories or some early history of that for us, Vincent? And then if you both want to add anything.
Sure.
Yes, I could do that.
But will you?
Please explain.
For $50 on Cameo, I will. What was the question?
The early history of the movie, and when you filmed in public, if you could share any stories or about the casting, anything.
So the casting, these two did not know each other before this movie. I put them together. I think Tom came from a Craigslist ad. Not Casual Encounters, but an acting ad.
100 gigs or
and but Estelle did come from Casual Encounters.
Actually, it was a casting website, but it's since become a hub porn.
Yes.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's just a casting website. I think I auditioned a few different people, and they were the best ones. And I put them together. And then I think I just, we shot for 1 week in early January 2010. Pretty much going on a real tour like they go in the movie. And most of those places were, well, it was a combination. Some places like the thrift store and Taste the Biscuit, that was prearranged. I had put an ad out on a Los Banos forum saying, if you will let me film in your anywhere business, I'd like to come in and shoot a band there. And it was either the animal shelter in Los Banos or the thrift store. I chose the thrift store. And it was a mixture of some places where we had permission like that. We had permission to be at BART. That's Montgomery BART, for those of you wanting to know. I did not have to pay to be in BART, but I'd have to pay extra insurance to film in BART. That was the high cost of the movie.
Wow.
I wanted to film at 16th Street BART, but they said that Montgomery would be more quiet, so they put us there. Some of the places were just real open mics that we crashed. The Britannia Arms scenes, that's just an open mic night that was going on. They performed once, and that's what you saw. Same thing with Brainwash, which is not here anymore. Most of the places that they go are no longer in existence. But yeah, so it was a combination of those things and a little bit of just putting them in real world situations and seeing what happens.
Was the Chopin cover band real, or did you write that?
That's fake.
That's awesome. Estelle, you wanted to add something?
Yeah, in terms of, I could just project, but actually it's only fun to do the microphone. So, yeah, I found the audition listing in a website that's no longer there, casting website. And it was fairly long, and this was both Tom's and my first indie film. And so 7 live singing performances, and it's an hour long, and went on this big tour. Anyway, I got to the bottom of that notice, and it said, actually her voice is not that bad. I thought, I think I can pull that off. But like the house where Toasters lives, that was my house at the time. And Sarah was in the audience when we were at the Britannia Arms with the Hunchback and all those guys. And
Also fictional, but he did write that song. Well, I wrote the lyrics, he wrote the music.
wow.
So I'm to blame for those lyrics.
And actually, when we got cast, Vincent, I said, well, who's playing Moose? So this guy, Tom Shaw. So I was like, oh, okay. So I went home and Googled him. And I'm confident acting, but I'm a little terrified, frankly, singing publicly, even now to some extent. And so I looked him up, and he's a pianist. He sings, he has his own jazz trio in the city. I was like, holy shit, I cannot sing in front of this guy. So he Googles me and goes, oh my God, she's a director, she teaches, she's done Shakespeare, I can't act in front of her. So we met and finally ended up confessing this to each other, and we're like, hey man, get your back.
Yep, we had each other's backs. I wanted to add this Craigslist ad that I saw. It said that the role required a like mid-50s, slightly overweight, slightly depressed piano player. I'm like, oh my God, I was born to play this role. And I think you even said singing or playing piano wasn't really required. So I thought, ooh, I can do both. So yeah, I thought it was the role I was born to play. So I'm grateful to this day that I got that chance.
Yeah.
I'll just add that, so even though Tom is a professional, very talented pianist, he did not play any in the movie. It was actually all pre-recorded, and he's faking it for almost all the songs.
And the solo that a lot of people are calling the iconic solo, Taste the Biscuit, it was programmed. I mean, I learned it verbatim.
I don't remember.
I think so. Maybe it wasn't.
No, I can't remember.
And I think it was programmed, and I just like, maybe not. I don't know. Oh yeah, I played it.
I mean, I did write it.
Yeah, he wrote it. for
I
sure.
don't remember if we recorded. I think we probably did record it. Yeah, because I wouldn't have chanced it. You fucking up.
Right.
So
Yeah,
it would have been
that's-
iconic if you fucked up.
Exactly.
So,
It would have been like live music.
even though we did, spoiler alert, it was 6 takes put together for Taste the Biscuit. It was not all one. I'm sorry. Sorry to spoil that illusion. It is because I written to the B-roll, the old footage recently, hoping to find some little nugget to put online, some kind of blooper. There was nothing, but there was 6 takes of Taste the Biscuit.
That's why I don't remember anything.
But you wouldn't want to watch one whole continuous tape.
Ooh.
Trust me. The edited one is the one.
Did you, anybody want to talk about their current projects or any exciting things coming up event-wise, Tom?
Well, I do a show called, I play piano for a show called The Golden Girls every year in San Francisco at the Victoria Theater. I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's 4 very talented actors. They do 2 episodes of The Golden Girls in drag. It's hilarious. They do the show verbatim, but of course they add all sorts of shtick and camp. And what I do is I play for scene change music. I come out and do Christmas songs, and the whole audience does a Christmas sing-along. I mean, I have to be there tonight because we opened last night, and we run the whole month of December. So that's my current big project. But I stay very busy with and without my trio. I play piano for a lot of cabaret performers and do a lot of accompanying and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I don't have any like productions going on right now. I do direct and act around the Bay Area. I teach acting. I've taught kind of all different ages. Right now it's 1st through 5th grade after school in Dublin, which is a little wild sometimes. But it's a lot of fun. And I paint and I do a bunch of other stuff. So like this time of year I'm painting a bunch of canvases and glassware and taking them to art fairs and what have you. And I know I do more than that, but I really can't remember what.
I'm working on a Christmas project. This is the first time it's announced, starring Toasters and Moose. So we have 2 weeks to get that out to you.
No pressure.
Hey, you're the guys on camera. I've done my part. So that's something to look forward to very soon. Some new music and a new video.
Can we start telling our friends?
No! Just these people.
These are our friends.
Yes, these friends.
Do we have any questions for anybody up here?
I'm worried about Natalie.
Oh yeah, what happened to Natalie?
She's still there. She's an adult now, and she was supposed to actually be here, but she's not here. But
Not like an adult, though. I mean,
yeah, she is. That's 10
may like to not show up.
Oh, right. Well, she still probably might actually be standing in service for it.
She does live in the area, sort of. Kind
I
of.
think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sacramento.
But yeah, she's. What do you think? So that was a deliberate choice to not tie up her story, to just leave her there and make you wonder. Was that the right choice, or should we have brought her back?
No.
All right.
Unless she's working in the restaurant or something.
Yes.
And slagging them.
Mhm.
Or maybe the Christmas movie? Streetcars?
There's no real roles for her. But people want just toasters and moose.
The movie makes me want to play music. Like, I remember watching it years ago and I was just like inspired, you know. I just wanted to say that. Any other questions though? Right here in front.
So that first score really named Dante's or something?
No, it was called Oasis. That's what it was called. The Dante's thing was a kind of a failed joke. It was just like he didn't know what the name of the place was, so he just came up with something. But I think people just assumed that it was actually called Dante's. But it was an in-joke to me. It made me laugh. So
And it no longer exists, right?
nothing exists.
I know, the Malibu Grand Prix, the Laundromat Cafe, Effie's Diner, the thrift shop.
The BART station's still there.
It
Yeah.
apparently
Yeah.
is, yeah.
And motel.
The motel is still there. But that's about it.
Louis?
Maybe.
I think Louis is still around.
Louis Cocktail Lounge might still be
I
there.
guess they still do
After
that.
party at Louis Cocktail Lounge in Rancho Cordova tonight.
They must still do the antique fair, I guess. That's about
Should we go?
There's a question, yeah.
Yeah, what is your favorite cover version of Taste the Biscuit that you've seen? I must confess also, I'm currently working on arranging it for church choir as an Anglican chant.
it. Have you seen some of the ones on TikTok?
I've
Because,
seen a
yeah.
few,
There's so many.
What's your favorite?
I don't know, the first one that came to mind was that heavy metal one, death metal. Taste the biscuit!
the one that I like is, it's by Company Dumps, and I forget the name of the fellow who actually did it. But they took it and kind of dinged the color down, slowed down the beat, put it to like a funk / hip hop, and they used AI, and Notorious Big is rapping their hilarious lyrics along with our song. So when I heard this, like, in fact, I don't know, I should get my phone so I can play it for you. But I heard it, I went, oh, that's going to be in the clubs. And sure enough, apparently it is. But it's like,
I'm partial to the original myself.
oh, well, yeah, of course.
And kind of sick of every single remix. But that's just me. That's my personal problem to deal with. It was fun at first, but now I'm sick of Taste the Biscuit. I do other things.
We get it.
Yeah, it is his own band.
Let's not talk about that.
Any other questions before we get to some music by Toasters and Moose? Yeah?
And were the songs all written specifically for the movie, or were some of them?
Probably. It was a long time ago. But I think, yeah, I was deliberately trying to write dumb songs for them to play back then. And yeah, I think so.
Inflict torture on us.
Well, it's not funny if you're singing a not funny song,
That's
right?
true, yeah.
So, where's my underpants?
Still wondering. If you filmed it in a week, how long did you rehearse it?
I don't think they did.
Oh my God.
It's like learn the lines, show
Well,
up.
we rehearsed. We got together to work
We did,
Yeah.
yeah,
on
Yeah.
the songs,
yeah.
like a bunch of times.
Yeah, but now when we do our cameos, it's like pretty much
Spontaneous.
one take, some goofs in it. People seem to love that. So we're like, all right, that's a wrap.
I think the Chopin cover was brilliant.
Wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I still have a crush on that guy.
When Vincent was editing that movie, when Vincent was editing the movie, that was the first scene that you edited, and that was the first thing we got to see. I specifically remember that. Because we were like, oh, when do we get to see any of the like scenes from the movie? And that was the first one.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know why I would have done that, but yeah, there's not much backstory on the Chopin cover band. It was just an idea.
Do you know what happened to the performer in those scenes?
The main guy is an actor. He moved to Ireland, where he's from. He still acts, and I believe he runs a Harry Potter themed Airbnb now. The other people, I'm not sure where they are anymore. But he was actually playing the piano, the one guy playing the Chopin piece.
Yeah.
Much better at piano playing than doing a British accent. Yeah. One quick thing. I was actually in the original movie, I was going to end the movie at the Chopin scene and have they weren't going to return after that. It's just going to be credits.
After the cymbal crash?
After the cymbal crash, that was it. But then I thought people would care about what happened to Toasters and Moose.
Plus, is that little,
We brought them back.
a little nugget at the end too.
I wasn't expecting this to do anything, so I wasn't really. It was a surprise.
There are times I look up and I go, okay, I've done Prospero and The Tempest and Eleanor of Aquitaine and Lion and Winter and Kate and Taming of the Shrew, but it's going to be Taste the Biscuit. But when I see how, honest to God, when we see how happy like our posts or our comments or the cameos make a lot of people, particularly a lot of kids who've just been freaking depressed for the last 2 years. It's like, all right, I'm in.
I'm in too.
I have time for a few more, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, we know that Moose has a real name. Does Toasters have a real name?
Marcy. She's the one who said
Marcy
about
Brenno.
who shit on the ground.
Okay.
What about
I
Don?
know, Mark and Marcy, right? Always fun.
Any Don updates?
Don is missing.
I've
Honestly,
been
I don't know where he is.
I every couple of years I Google him and no.
The last time we saw Don, we had another screening of this movie, probably, what was that, 2014 or something?
In Oakland, yeah.
A long,
Really?
long time ago, and he was there for that.
Wow.
And that was the last time I talked to him or heard from him.
Yeah, he's in the IMDb, but it's like in some other little database.
But you know what? And I remember, so I put the movie on YouTube maybe early last year, and I did this because Tim, who plays Don Allen, also put the movie on YouTube before I did. And I was like, what? He can't do that.
And he put it in parts.
He put it in parts. And so then I just, all right, well, I gotta stop this bootleg version and put up my own version. But that was the last time I've had an interaction. I'd like to, but he's never.
So you're up to like 95,000 views or something now.
Something like that. Yeah.
And that's all since this year, right?
Yeah, before the Biscuit buzz, it's probably like 1,000. So that's been the most rewarding part, is that people are actually watching the full movie and seemingly enjoying it.
Yeah.
Would you ever do like a sing-along events for it, like in theaters in the city or East Bay? Would you ever be open to that?
Depends if these guys are coming.
Sure.
Shall I move on to the music?
Well, we just wanted to do White Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a, kind of a spontaneous cameo.
We have to film this cameo, so it's great to have an audience.
Yeah, you guys are part of it.
Unless you have any more questions.
I think we covered it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we move the piano a little bit so we see all the people?
I don't know if you want to move the piano. That's not a good
It's
idea.
fine if you have enough people to move it.
Oh.
I mean, we can.
Somebody was
Vincent
standing here.
and Mercer and Jeff can probably do it. How do you want to situate it?
Well, I don't know, what do you want for your cameo?
I mean,
Well, somebody could stand here and pretty much catch us, but then get little glimpses of the audience. I don't know.
I mean, I feel like it, no offense, but I feel like the focus needs to be on us for the cameo. But having the audience in the background would be
Oh,
fun.
here to hear the cheering at the
Yeah,
end.
yeah,
Okay.
Can they join in? What do you think?
Yeah. I think if you want to sing along, that'd be fun.
If you like.
Let's see.
Or you know, before we get any further, I put my blue purse might be right under your jacket. No? Okay, sorry.
I can turn her back.
Oh, man.
You guys know any other choices in this song? Asking for the audience.
Well, I did bring my iPad.
I remember how warm it was.
I think I could do that one. All right. One moment, please. Whoops.
Who's gonna stand
Sure?
this?
Okay. That looks good.
Not here.
Hello, Jerry.
Hey,
You know who we are.
toasters.
And Moose. And we're here to sing a song for you. And we're actually at the screening of Chickens in the Shadows. We just finished watching the film.
In San Francisco.
Sorry you
With
couldn't
a
be here.
lovely audience. And the director, Vincent Gargiulo, is here.
Am I?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
there he
he
is.
is. Thank the gods.
I want a cut of this money.
So we're going to sing White Christmas for you. And I think the audience is going to sing along.
Did somebody request that?
Yeah, Jerry.
Oh,
That's who
all
we're
right.
talking to. Jerry requested it. Here we go. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. May your days. Thank you for indulging us. We're gonna upload it.
Put it on the big screen.
Okay.
We have to upload it first.
I don't know. That is,
Towards the end, I
that's
whacked
all you
my-
got?
Oh,
Would you want to do any more? One more?
If I can get my iPad, let me get my iPad.
If he uploads it.
Yeah, I do that.
One more, yeah.
TikTok, can we get it?
I think so.
Really?
Upload on the TikTok. If the TikTok receive it already, then yes.
Yeah,
I see.
he's uploading it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that would be funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you again for indulging us on that.
Yeah, thank you so much for.
You're gonna split the royalties, right?
Oh, of course.
Thanks.
You guys got another little something for
Yeah, I'm
this,
finding something on here.
this captive audience, this thirsty audience, this hungry audience?
One moment, please. Talk amongst yourselves.
So how did you guys first hear about Taste the Biscuit or this movie? If you don't mind. Yeah,
Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah, it was in a reel, and my partner's name is also Moose, so we also get a lot of Moose related.
Moose is loose.
In our feed.
Oh, that's cool. Anybody else? Were you from TikTok?
No, actually, it was Facebook as well. A bunch of musician friends were passing it around saying, I gotta learn this solo.
Oh my God.
So,
Wow.
yeah, and in fact, I think I've seen it several times in various musician groups, and I know there's a church musicians group that really likes it.
Oh, there's so many pseudo-religious ones on TikTok. I mean, there's all these splinter biscuit talk,
Oh, yeah.
sectors and stuff. It's like, yeah, the goodness of the biscuit. And you guys, you heard about it through TikTok. I'll do it in your hands.
I put my glasses on all the way through. Sure.
Okay. Can you see it? All right, feel free to sing along. I'm just gonna go. Here we go.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes so much anyways. Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the butter spread. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the butter spread. Put that biscuit all on me. I don't like the way it mixes with my mac and cheese. 'Cause when you're KFC, you got that special sauce to stir my curiosity. Just give me a 5-piece meal. Oh, what a kid. Big old box all for me. Though I do post alongside, I can tell you try potatoes and cheese.
Here we go.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Put that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes so much anyways. Get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes so much anyways. Take us out, Liz. Taste the biscuit!
Here we go.
Thank you,
So
Claire and
much
Mercer.
fun, so much fun. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's it?
That's it.
If anybody has questions, they can ask you.
So